What up, what up, what up? Checking the hair. Oh, yeah. Nice bandana, Dan. Let's see here. Let's get the hair looking right. You know, got the Karate Kid look in here. Yeah, there you go. There. All right. What's going on? Siobhan, what's up? Hey, everybody. How are you guys? Yeah, I'm good. Leanna, hi. Breezy. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Breezy. The hair is really just the result of no haircuts. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get somebody in here. Okay. Get Mr. Eric in here. Yo,
There he is.
there you are.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Is this what the kids do?
This is what the kids are doing nowadays.
I don't know about that, but
No,
that's
playing,
what we're doing.
kids are playing board games and having a good time at home, bothering parents.
Yeah, we're doing. We did a little bit of that today.
Dude, the hair is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Um, I'm just, I'm just trying to make the best out of a bad situation here. I did get one haircut. Did you get any haircuts yet?
No, man. I have. If I unleash this, I'm afraid of like bugs flying out from underneath the hat.
Yeah.
Might be like
Yeah.
stuck to the underneath of the hat. Actually,
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Jeez.
no haircut, man. It's been a while.
That's pretty good. That's good. I like it.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but before, when you were getting it nice and high and tight on the sides, you were kind of like cramping my style a little bit. I felt like, I felt like I'm the one in the band that goes high and tight.
Yeah, I try to change it up. I never know which one you're gonna come in with, so I like try to like change it up. I went with the faux hawk for a while. I was like, all right, he's not getting a faux hawk, so let me just do the faux hawk. But we do exchange bandana looks.
We
You know,
do.
we
Yep.
do back and forth with the bandanas. I think everyone in the band, and probably except for Trevor, has adorned the scarf at some point.
Uh-huh. The babushka.
Yeah. Um, but see, for me, like the scarves are a little bit more like functional because I sweat
Yes.
stage that I need to have like that, preacher pat down. You
Yeah.
know, oh,
Come here, Luce. So, by the way, here's some big news in our world, okay? Right? So I introduce everybody to Lucy, okay?
oh, yeah, I haven't
But
met this person.
but check this out. Miss Lucy broke her leg a couple nights ago.
How?
So, we did a bit of a staycation. So we did a staycation at a place out in Gold Canyon out here. So it was just a big house, like at the base of the mountains. It was just my family, my brother's family, and my parents. Um, and the kids were playing, and Lucy went darting around one corner, and my niece came darting around the other way, and they didn't see each other, and they just kind of crashed into each other. And yeah, Lucy's got a broken leg.
You know what? She's gonna be a better person for it.
I guess. Um, so yeah, I feel so bad though. It just happened. So yesterday was like kind of crazy day, and she's got this humongous thing on her leg. It's like bigger than she is.
Does she fall
Um,
under insurance?
does she what?
Does she fall under your health insurance?
No, no. But they sell pet insurance. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
We did not sign up for pet insurance. Um, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it now.
You're mistaken.
Luckily Lucy didn't need surgery. Like it wasn't a displaced fracture. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So it was just like a
It'll heal.
what? Yeah, it was just like a break. What do they call it? Hold on. Aaron told me a word. It was like a green grass fracture, which means you remember growing up how you would have one of those Twix or Stigs and sticks or twigs that you would find, and you would break it, but it wouldn't break all the way off. It would kind of like,
And have that
yeah,
still.
yeah. So that's what it was. So she doesn't need surgery. She just has to wear the split for a couple weeks. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
green stick. Thank you. Green stick fracture. Thank you. Who was that? I don't know who that was. Sorry. That was Veronica. Veronica dropped the green stick fracture. Thank you, Veronica.
Resident townie nurses, I have no idea how many medical professionals we have in the fandom.
Right.
Pretty impressive. Like, I get so many of those DMs where I like claim an ailment. So thank you to all the professionals who are on the front line now, but also who
for real.
Yeah,
it's Navy. Navy, you want to say hi? Navy's getting ready for swimming lessons.
Navy, your hair is so long. Oh my god, I love it.
Eric said your hair is so long and he loves it. All right, see you later.
Is her singing Skydive, it just doesn't get any less priceless every time I watch those videos.
We haven't posted that one. We're going to post that one soon. Eric speaking of a video that I sent to them. We'll post it on the official account soon. It's me playing piano and Navy singing Skydive. So I don't want to spoil it, but Jacob's out of the band.
I'm not blonde anymore. We actually are in need of a blonde.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, no, she's quite the musician. I mean, obviously, Erin is musically talented. She's a medical professional, but she's also incredibly musically talented, and obviously, you're not so bad yourself. So she definitely inherited that. I mean, from a really young age, she had she's still young, but like even younger, she had like perfect pitch and vibrato. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about you, girl.
Oh, jeez.
I'm confused. How did that happen?
Where'd she go?
I think there's some sort of elevator. Oh, there she goes.
Nice.
Okay, so we have some stuff. Someone said that O-Town has the best hair. Yeah,
I mean, no argument from me. I've said it many times, but I was voted best hair in my high school class in 1998. R.B. Chamberlain, right?
Yes.
Okay. I like to throw that into just about every interview we do.
You know, millions of copies sold, degrees, you know, a house, family.
Mm-hmm.
I think the proudest moment of your life.
Yep. That'll be first in what do they put in the paper after when somebody passes away?
See?
Yeah, it'll be first line of my eulogy for sure.
I hope I have to talk about that, but if I do, I'll make sure that I mention it just so you know that I will talk about it if that ends up happening.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay. Obit, thank you. And the obituary, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Where the eulogy is actually what you say at the funeral.
Somebody just said they won the biggest tweeter in high school. That was not around when we were in high school, Eric. The biggest tweeter? No.
But it actually is pretty cool to know that we actually have fans that were voted in high school a good tweeter.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty young.
Yeah.
Doing young.
Yeah, I mean, either that or they do a lot of... Oh, I was going to make such a big dad joke there. Forget it.
Hey, listen. The question was your dad jokes, because
what?
You have copious amounts of dad jokes at your disposal.
I do. I mean, if the people want to hear it, I'm down to tell a dad joke. But Navy, I'm on what's called Instagram Live. So I'm talking to a bunch of fans. Not only am I talking to Eric, but I'm talking to a bunch of Motown fans. I don't think she gets that yet. She's over there saying, "Dad, Dad, Dad."
We have people from all over. We have Switzerland in here. I think I saw.
We don't know what's going on.
The UK.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people who are not posting their flag, but please, if you're in another country, post your flag on here so I can shout you out. We know that everywhere around the world, We've been dealing with some really odd circumstances, and we're just happy we get to do this, and we get to talk. Oh, there goes Chile. We get to talk to you guys. North Carolina. I don't think that is a country, but correct. Germany. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're super glad that we get a chance to talk to you guys and just bring you up to speed as to where we're at. On the books, we have shows. What's up, Philippines? We still have shows on the books for this year. Sydney, Australia. What's up? What's up? South Florida. What's up, Miami? Miami. I think the next show right now, correct me if I'm wrong, is in September. Right?
Well, I don't know. It's so from our understanding, all of these places want to do shows as soon as possible, right? So there's places who want to do stuff. I mean, people have been talking about us doing, like, I guess what's happening now is there's these things called drive-in shows, right, where people pull up in their cars and stay in their cars and watch the show from their cars.
Going in neck, So that's
Yeah.
what they do at drive-ins. They used to neck.
Right. Yes, of course. I mean, they could do that if they want. Necking. Yeah. And I think that there's still technically a show that we still think may happen in August. We haven't gotten complete confirmation.
Mexico, shout out Mexico. What's up? Germany.
Yeah.
Long Island. You're your own country all by yourself.
Mm-hmm. I think just to kind of keep you all posted, we let you guys know as soon as we do. I think as you've all been able to tell, I mean, just for me speaking in Arizona, a month ago we started opening up and, we're in the middle of a big spike and who knows what happens. Everything changes week to week, day to day. And if we can do a show, if it's safe for you guys and the promoters want to do it and everybody can come out, then we're going to try to make it happen. But, obviously we want to make sure that everybody's safe. So that's the biggest thing. Yeah,
so it's so up in the air. If we're seeing spikes all over the country, we hope we don't shut down again. That would be, I think, devastating on the global scale. So let's just hope that people are staying safe out there. I see a whole bunch of stories from all my homies in Miami getting lit at 11, getting lit over on the beaches, partying. Just stay safe, y'all. If we get shut down again, it's going to be not good for everyone. Shout out Lena. What's up? I see you, girl. Lena Valentina on here. What's up, Matt Rafal? Hey, agent extraordinaire, working very hard to get us back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So much. We are.
By the way, Matt responds to texts a lot quicker than you and Jacob and Trevor does. If I need anything, he'll respond within 30 seconons. You could take a lesson or two from Matt.
I'm going to go ahead and just double down on that because I literally right before and back to a text to text him, and I just saw the text that he sent me about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That I missed because I'll just be scrolling and sometimes in the morning and I just it gets mixed in with a bunch of other texts and one takes precedent and I forget. But yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. I try not to be as bad as I used to be, but I still fall victim.
It's hard.
But yeah, it's nothing personal. Shout out Orlando, Disney opening up. What do you feel about this? Would you bring the kids back to Disney or anytime soon?
No, I don't think so. The crazy thing is, so we were at Disneyland when Disneyland announced that they were shutting down 2 days. They were like, all right, everything in Disney is shutting down.
I remember.
So that was in March, right? So we were like, we didn't know how bad it was. I'm standing in line. First of all, the day we were there, it was miserable. It was pouring the entire time. We were waiting for some rides. I think it was a Buzz Lightyear ride. And it's like, the NBA just canceled its season. It's like, okay, we're starting to get a little real here. So we actually left early that day. We left the park early that day and went home. What's that?
I talked to you that day.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, what's going on with COVID? You're like, I'm in Disneyland. I was like, I think we're about to have a nationwide shutdown, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough because I don't know. We were in a weird position, right? I mean, as you guys probably know, a lot of the fans know, and we have like we already talked about. I mean, my wife works in the ER, so we felt like we're going to be exposed to it if we hadn't already. We were going to be exposed to it even more. So at the time, we were like, we were on the fence, but we ended up going to Disneyland. But that was right before everything shut down. But we've been shut down ever since. We were supposed to my son's birthday. Major's birthday is he turns 8 on Saturday or tomorrow. Jeez, and we're
8?
supposed to 8. Yeah, we're supposed to do. We kind of scheduled like an outdoor birthday um, for this coming weekend, and now we're having second thoughts. So we might just do one of the drive-in birthdays that have
We
become so popular.
we did that for Lance, yeah. We
Yeah,
birthday. It was pretty cool. A little parade, you know.
yeah.
Got a parade.
I mean, it would be cool. I mean, like Major doesn't care. I mean, but you want to get back to normal.
One
And
thing I thought that though is that you don't have to worry about like the stop and chats.
mm,
You know, like just roll. And I know you prefer that. Out of everyone,
yes,
prefer that. We roll through, you kind of wave, and your obligation is done.
yep,
You know, kind of, it's kind of tailor made for people like us.
it is. I mean, I don't really have to talk to anybody, especially with my mask on. It'll just, I'll just have a mask on. People won't even know. I could, if I have mask and sunglasses, I could essentially sleep through the whole party.
Hey, masks. So should we make some O-Town masks? I don't know. Let us know on here if O-Town should create or design some masks. It seems like this is not going away. I think we were sort of like discussing that a while back. Like, is this something worth making? Because if who knows how long this is going to last, but it seems like it's going to be sort of the norm.
Oh, and
Uh,
can I comment on something like that? I see somebody in here saying masks don't work. The corona particles are 100 times smaller than the holes in the masks. So I feel like I need to speak up on that. I'm not some I'm not some crazy person who's going to tell people what they can and have to do. But as somebody who as my wife works directly in the front lines. I can tell you they do work. And even if they don't work 100%, they might not be 100%. It's better than nothing. So do it. It's like the longer that people are refusing to wear masks. Eric, did I lose you? Oh no, you're still there. Sorry. The longer people are refusing to wear masks, the longer that all of our frontline workers. I have a wife in the ER and a brother as a police officer. The longer those people are in danger. It just does, like I get it. It's not comfortable. It doesn't like some people. They suck to wear. Nobody wants to wear them, and we all wish that we could get out of them soon. But put the mask on, man. Like, just do it.
Nike.
Yeah, just do it. Like, one of the thing I posted online, it was like, Eric, just imagine this world where you and I are in a room and neither of us are wearing pants.
I
Okay?
don't.
No, you don't want to. No? No? Okay, well, let's just say that was the case, and then I peed. If neither of us were wearing pants and I peed, I'd probably get some pee on you, right? If you were wearing pants and I peed, you'd still get a little pee on you, but not as much. But then if we were both wearing pants and I peed, virtually none would get on you. Maybe the teentiest, tiniest bit.
Yeah,
So,
I want to protect
um,
any pee. To be honest,
yeah,
I don't pee on me. Okay, just don't.
right.
No, I'm with it. Honestly, it's become sort of a. I'm okay with the mask. It doesn't really bother me. My boy, obviously, my boy Christian, the mask white line, and it's been awesome. But I love to rock an O-Town mask, so maybe we should just get to work and put together a design for the fans so they can have something to wear out
I
and
love
rep
it.
Motown.
I love it. I love it. I mean, that's it. That's a no-brainer right there. If we're gonna, I feel like it would almost be rude if we did a show and then didn't have some masks out there. Um,
I think it would be actually. I think more so than anything, we need to get on it this week. And shout out to Canada. Shout out to I saw Mexico. I said hi to Mexico. I saw someone else on here. I'm forgetting. Um, but yeah, let's get on that. You know, I think if you guys want it, just let us know and give us a thumbs up on the mask.
I saw a bunch of yes, yes, yeses as I'm like looking through the comments here. So
Cool.
um,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah. I love tie dye too. So maybe I mean that's like a little tough. So maybe we'll stay away from the tie dye because we can't do a lot of those. But I love those the tie dye. So, hey,
Somebody,
Meryl.
what about somebody said, can they get a mask of our beards? I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, can we? If we do that though, we might have to Photoshop out some of the gray. Well,
If I,
like,
yeah, sure. Not so much.
um,
much.
lots of thumbs up, E. Lots of thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs.
Lots. That's good.
Yeah, we're super itching to get back to work. We're super excited about what we're about to on the way that we are currently editing. Uh, a while ago, but better late than never. It's gonna be cool. We need to it, uh, and we're excited to drop because we need some new content out there, and obviously that's why we're doing. Let you guys know that we're still a group. There has been a big falling out. We're just patiently waiting, just like you guys are, to get right back on the road. And I need to like relearn all these songs.
Yeah, I mean, like, the tough. We let's be honest. Like, we've never been the most like social media conscious band. It's just not like it's not. We do need to be better at it, which is something we've been talking about. Which is why we pushed for. Eric and Trevor, Trevor and Jacob got on early this week. Eric and I are on now. Jacob and I were talking about maybe hopping on Father's Day to kind of have like a chat about all things dad related. Maybe the stories from, diaper changing stories, that kind of stuff.
I'm Homer Simpsoning back into the bush. On that.
So we were thinking about doing that, but it's like we need to do a little bit better at that kind of stuff. So we got you guys.
I saw a question on here in the comments about us doing some remastering or recutting some vocals for some older tunes, some of the classic O-Town tunes.
Uh-huh.
I know that we had discussed it. I think it kind of frustrates us that we always hear that State Farm song and we're not singing it. Well, we probably should redo like a version of All or Nothing with just us four, obviously, because it's a new version of O-Town. So maybe we should really consider cutting that. I think during new music at this point, we can, but I think like the fans would appreciate some awesome nostalgia pieces with like a new spin on them. I'm seeing
Yeah.
from Tina Joy. Hi, Tina. Yeah, Baby I Would, a new version of Baby I Would.
A new version of Shy Girl. I don't know.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I mean, you were with me, right? Like that's like the huge surprise of like that song should have been a single.
I don't think so.
So many fans asked for Shy Girl. Like it's like kind of like the sleeper song on that first album that like I know none of us necessarily like I think related to that.
I mean,
But
I'm happy that it like look, I mean,
Nick,
I'm happy that people like it. Like, good. I mean, it's glad that it was a song that it meant something because, when we recorded it, it was one of those songs that wasn't our favorite.
yeah.
But so I'm glad it did have some purpose to some people. And I feel like there's a lot of people who that Shy Girl song really spoke to them. So,
Well, at the time, if the song didn't sound like Jagged Edge or One, we weren't really on it at the time.
all
We
right.
wanted to be an R so badly, and fell into, you know, a very like younger pop skewing, you know, demographic. Um, whatever. And when you think about Liquid Dreams, like Liquid Dreams is actually like not even geared towards like our demo. It's actually geared towards like 15-year-old boys. You know, it's like it wasn't even like it wasn't like a love song. It was more like
No.
sort of explaining how young adolescent men deal with like messy.
Mm, man.
Suddenly, oh yeah, Suddenly is a favorite. Suddenly is a
Mhm.
favorite. I mean, Suddenly is one of my favorites still. I love that song.
I mean, we would love to do all of, all of these songs remastered if we could. You know, I think that was something we talked about. I think moving forward, when we do some of these, as we're touring, anything we do with maybe Pop 2000 tour or some of those tours where we're on other acts, obviously we steer a little bit more towards the hits and stuff people know. But when we do those shows that are like O Town O Town shows that, you know, we're headlining with a local opener, some of the smaller venues, I'd love to just pull out some of those more random songs and just like switch it up every single night, give, you know, one or two or three random songs. Um, I mean, heck, this coming year will be like 20 years since the first album came out.
Mhm.
So, like, I wouldn't even mind like just doing like a couple shows where we do the entire first album top to bottom.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Um,
There was a question on there, like, what is the out of all the choreography, like, what was our least favorite song from back then to do choreography to, or the least choreography of it?
the worst to me was Liquid Dreams.
The initial Liquid Dreams. Shout out to Swoop because like Swoop is lit, and we loved working
Yeah,
with him. And I think like Liquid Dreams is interesting because at the time we didn't really have like an identity. We were trying to figure each other out. We still were trying to like learn each other's names. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like we were still
yeah.
getting to know people, let alone know each other as a band, as our identity. And so Swoop came in and we did all this like, you know, all this choreography. And I remember Clive Davis after coming to the show, he had sent word back to through our people that we need to some of the some of the extra flamboyant moves out of Good Dreams, specifically this move that we
Oh yeah, yeah.
sort of get away from. I think that was it.
I remember having like a big. It wasn't a fight, but I remember like speaking up, like when we were doing this move. We didn't do it live. We did in the video. We were bouncing on one foot and pretending to like run, like we were like, you know what I mean? You remember it? It was like,
Yes, yes, yes,
oh,
yes.
I can't even do it. But like,
All
and
of
I
that
remember,
made the video, but didn't live past because like when you
yes,
live, we weren't really doing that particular choreography.
and I remember just like being like, no, we can't do this, and the and I was like, and the choreographer was like, well, what do you want to do instead? And I'm like, well, Swoop, who's awesome. I was like, I don't know, but that's not it. Like, I'm not the choreographer you are. We got to come up with, and he
We
kind of got mad at me for a second. That was the beginning of me speaking my mind.
we settled on this move.
Yes, we did. Yeah. It was a good happy medium. It's much better than the other.
Um, Personally, I think my favorite from that time period was I think sensitive. Oh, it's like a toss up between sensitive and every 6 seconds.
So, but I mean, I don't know if you remember, but sensitive, like, I think it was me. I'm pretty sure it was just me, but maybe Trevor helped too. I mean, I, I had a hand in choreographing that. At least
Yeah,
some of it. I know Ed did most of it,
yeah.
and some of the so um like I'm um, we Ed had like meticulously choreographed this whole thing, and we showed him this like new intro we did that I choreographed for Sensitive like the night before a tour started, before a show in LA, and he goes, "What? So y'all trying to be in sync now?" Like he like Ed had meticulously crafted this whole like thing where we were like dancing differently from the other boy bands, and I just came in. And I was like, well, let's try it. Let's do it like this. And he wasn't a fan of that, but I like it.
Well, you know, cut to like nowadays, we don't even have a choreographer. We choreograph all of our own stuff.
Yep.
And we try to stay away from just doing the two steps, but you know, it ends up creeping its way in.
I mean, we're like 40 years old, so you gotta do a little two stepping.
Yeah. You're like 40 years old. I am 40 years old.
That's true.
And but we also like had to cut away some of the pelvic thrusts. I know we cut some of the pelvic thrusts out, and then I started adding pelvic thrust back in. I'm not sure how pelvic thrust in this particular climate is going to fare for us. But shout out to the LGBTQ community because I think they might like it. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, I think I forget who said it, but once you go to a New Kids concert, they do like 100 pelvic thrusts in one song. It's like you can never have. I mean, it's like why not? Just embrace those thrusts, man.
They do. They actually have like a section dedicated to the thrust.
I mean, it's genius.
But it is literally like they have like the kick drum, all the musicians back. They are editing. They are on top of those. We saw. I don't know why, but that's cool.
But I mean, don't act like our fans don't know that. I feel like there's a lot of carryover between O-Town and New Kids.
Kimmy says like 10 times, baby. I know you've seen it. I know you. 10 times. They do the 10 times thrust. They do it. You know, abs. I don't know. We don't have the same abs as blocks. As the boys of the block do.
I know.
Never gets old. Yeah, they like it. They like it. Like the fans are speaking out. They're speaking out.
I feel nobody likes a good pelvic thrust. Trevor really gets into those pelvic thrusts.
You know what? I'll look back at video because sometimes we're like on the other side of the stage, and like you and I are be singing or something, and I'll look at video and I had no idea that like what Trevor's doing on the right side. And I look at the video like how did I not know he's doing it? And he's literally, you know, he's creating
He's like dry humping the sound guy on the side, like
far corner.
I gotta love him.
Exactly. So yeah, we try and stay in contact a lot over the time period. We've been discussing new music. We've been discussing what we're gonna do for the show. It's really hard because we really don't know when we're gonna be back. So I think at this point, when we get back into whether it's August, September, whenever we decide, whenever that show ends up happening, it'll probably be the last show that you guys saw until probably next year, where we will be sort of adding other music, especially from like the last album, and hopefully we can add OTWN. I know it's a slow song. I know it's a ballad. But I love that song so much. I want to see a live version of it. I love to see Dan playing the piano for it because that started writing that song was Dan Dan had those piano chords. So if Dan, you feel motivated to like want to learn that and we can do that, I'd be really appreciative of that.
I could play that song now. It's just to me the tough part is like I like to pull that song out when we have like real pianos in the venue. Some of those like smaller venues and theaters that we play that have real pianos, it just is such a better vibe than like dragging the keyboard out there. But that's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but or maybe I'm not that good of a piano player, so a real piano is easier to play.
Well, you also it's a different feel, right? For those who don't play piano, like there's a different feel from playing, the real ivory with the weighted keys.
Yeah.
Let's say, like a chord or whatever keyboard that it provides. This doesn't have that same sort of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it would be really cool to add that to the show. We've been doing a high energy show, right? Ever since My 2K. So we did My 2K with 98 Degrees. Shout out to all of the new townies who came on after that, because it was after that we started the. But it was My 2K, like this really high energy show, and it's been a lot of fun. But personally, who loves singing ballads and singing slower songs, I do miss that portion of the show.
Eric's been begging to get slow songs for years.
Yeah, I have. Okay, we have some people talking about VIP. Yeah, definitely VIPs. We only believe we are a band now is because of how connected we are to our VIPs and what we do for our VIPs and how we try to enhance the experience constantly. And obviously now we're going to have like, enormous adjustments to that, and which is weird because we are a very, we're not a hand type of band, but we do like to give hugs and we do like to be right there front and center with all the fans. And there's definitely going to be some changes to that. But we always find ways, and we've already suggested some ways where we can make that a lot more, just as interactive and just as intimate as before. So for those of you VIPs, I know we're getting a lot of that in the comments. That VIP is it's gonna be awesome. Still, we're gonna find a way.
Yeah, we got to do ways to make you guys feel. I mean, it has to be a little bit different. And to be honest, we don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. We don't know what our show is going to be like because everything changes so quickly. And to be honest, everybody's going to have a different comfort level. Some person's going to want to get a big sweaty hug first show back, and some people are not going to want that. So we have to kind of like really just kind of, yeah, at some point I was thinking it might even be cool to poll the fans, maybe just like an Insta story poll, like would you feel comfortable taking like even just taking like a picture, or do we have to 6 foot distance in our picture? Like what are you guys cool with? Like we have to figure that out, and some of that depends on where you live and how far you traveled from, all that kind of stuff. It's so hard.
I want to just stick a pin in what we're talking about right now. Obviously, we're on a time constraint because IG Live cuts off in an hour, and I think we're coming up on that hour, if I'm not mistaken.
We got like, yeah.
So if we do get cut off, just want to let everyone know, thank you for joining. Hope this was helpful. And, we're trying to do a lot more than stay connected. But Dan, I know you're on the O-Town official Instagram. If you could save this video, and maybe we could just keep it up for the fans who miss it. I know I was getting a lot of those comments that we should save the IG video for them, just so they can, if they were at work or whatever, and they get a chance to be a part of this also. But we can still
I'll do my best. That sounds like a lot of pressure. I've never even done Instagram Live before, so we'll see if I can save it.
I'm not sure how it works either, but I'm sure it'll an option to do it. Virtual concerts like Zoom, yeah, that is that's something we've talked about a lot, and we're seeing a lot more people do it. It's something we've discussed. I think it's all about quality for us. We tend to like really just want to put our best forward. At this point, who knows when we're going to be able to give you guys any music? So, we really consider that. Dan.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think you hit it on the head with the quality thing. We don't all live in the same area. I know there's people that can get around that, but so far we haven't seen any that we watched. We're like, oh yeah, that's legit. We need to do something like that with a group like ours, we want to be in the room with you guys. We want to be on stage. That's what we want to get back to.
Yeah.
But like Breezy just says, they would take anything, so they're okay with whatever.
Thanks, Breezy.
But I saw somebody just say a Zoom VIP. I'd be down for some stuff like that. We could figure out some stuff with that. I'm down with that. If you are, E.
Oh, of course. I'm down for anything. I'm down for anything. I just got an espresso machine.
Oh, hey. Okay.
I hit one of these Nespressos to the head, and
Yeah.
I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to go. I don't know if you heard of the Nespresso machine, but it is a game.
I mean, I don't have an espresso, but I definitely know of it. I actually have a. It was a long time ago. I thought it was going to be the wave of the future. It turned out not to be. But Starbucks made an espresso machine, so it was like a single shot Starbucks. I forget what it's called. The Verismo is what it was called. And I got one of those, and we don't really use it so much anymore. I'm consuming way too much coffee to fit in a little pod.
I'm telling you, it is. It's it's like the quality. Shout out to Baluki. Shout out to Vox God, crew member, sending out the Nespresso shout outs. I actually just hit him up to ask him what flavors I should get, and he also great. Shout out to Vox God. See you, bro.
The problem is I put the same amount of sugar or Splenda or sweetener in a shot of espresso as I do in like a real cup of coffee. So it's like not good for me. You know? It's not right.
Mine straight. I add like a little oat milk, but I don't do it anymore. I do a little. Sometimes I don't even do that. Sometimes I just take it straight negro.
Have you ever had a Cuban espresso?
Cafecita, no doubt.
I love them. That's my kind. That's pretty much what I make every time I make an espresso. It's like,
yeah. You have the cafe? Do you have Cafe Bustelo?
No. What's
well,
that?
Aaron knows about the Cafe Bustelo because Aaron is really in tune with like Spanish culture.
Uh-huh.
So if you ask her, she probably knows about that. But that is like the OG black coffee, Latino style. Like it comes in the yellow tin, the Cafe Bustelo. So when you want to get in touch with your the Latin member of O-Town, you get Bustelo.
Okay. Did you ever try affogato?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean, I like that.
No one knows this, but Dan's wife speaks like incredible Spanish. He's like, dope.
She does. Yep. I mean,
Spanish, right?
she does. Speaks a lot of it in the ER too, so she gets to practice it quite a bit.
Dope, man. Really dope. Coffee talk. Exactly.
Coffee talk. That's funny. So what do you got? What are you doing for the rest of the night, E?
Okay, so the rest of the night, well, I'm eating my vegan meal because I, for the last few days, have gone into a vegan vegetarian diet, sort of cut some of this COVID weight off of this area down here. So I'm gonna eat some of that, and that's about all of the extent of my plans. Actually, I'm doing some laundry. Really exciting times here. Really exciting times. Oh, what am I talking about? I am finishing what I believe is like my favorite new show, La Casa de Papel, which is Money Heist.
Okay.
Netflix. It's a Spanish show from Spain, and it's so good. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all like checked out Money Heist, but so good, man. It is probably like a perfect show. Like how they love story as it's about like a bunch of people trying to rob the Spanish mint in Spain, and how elaborate this sort of thing is. And I'm on the last season finally, so I'll be watching that. That was what I told myself I was gonna do tonight. I was gonna like finish so I can talk with all my other homies watch. So yeah, Money on Netflix is really dope, and it's great to see these great Spanish actors, man. They're so good, and it's helped me with my Spanish. Someone asked me if I'm speaking Spanish. It's actually like I've been watching it without the overdub, just watching just the Spanish. And the first few episodes are tough because they speak really fast, and the more you get into it, the easier it becomes to sort of understand. But for those that don't speak a lick of Spanish, they have an overdub, and it's phenomenal. It's like an amazing.
I'll have to check it out. We're working our way through Ozark now.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's all good.
So yeah, we're still we're trying to do that. We're like midway through the second season.
Okay.
It's not bad. And I'm going to I'm taking Arizona, like I said, it opened up. Or Major has like a futsal practice tonight. So futsal is like indoor soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much like I'm like a full-time soccer coach now. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but like
Probably know so much more about soccer now than ever, huh?
I know a lot of, well, soccer is very similar to basketball. So like it makes sense in my head. I just can't make my feet do it. Whereas Major, he's so fast.
Well,
Um,
your neurological appendage connection is with your hands,
yes. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's that neurological connection with his. I can see
Yeah.
it getting so fast, like his dribble and ability, like seeing the improvement like every post.
Yeah. He's a hard worker. I'm just trying not to turn into LeVar Ball over here and like, I'm, just, I'm trying not to
He's a
go
great.
on. Yeah. I'm trying to not get that far.
He'll beat
Um,
1-on-1. He's gonna beat Ronaldo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Never lost. He never lost. But yeah, so we're doing that tonight. It's a little weird because like they had their first one last week, and it was the first time, and I don't know. It's like it's weird. Like some people, they actually just started. Just today, the town that I live in announced that they're mandatory face masks again. So we got that. We got that coming. So yeah, fun times.
Well, how about we have to be preemptive? I want to
Yes.
thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on. If you have any other questions that you want to hit us up with, don't be afraid to leave some comments on the pictures that we post. And I know Dan and Jacob are going to try and get on for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Estoy enamorado de ustedes. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, Dan. I love you, brother. And hope we get to later.
Yeah. I love you too, E, and I love all you townies for hopping on and asking some questions and listening to us, just talk. We appreciate that. And yeah, we hope to see you guys in person real soon, okay?
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Later. Bye.